Okay, I think we're ready to go now. First of all, I'm Professor Robert Owen, and let me welcome you to AS254. Unfortunately, I have to start the course with an apology because I'm on a research trip out of the country for the next couple of days, and so I'm obviously not here for the first day of classes. I don't like doing that, but in this case, if I delayed the research, it'd have more impact on the course later on, so I went ahead and did it this coming week. What I want to do is just take a few minutes, and it will just be a few minutes, to talk a little bit about what the course is about, what my philosophy of the course is about, and then I'll suggest that you read the syllabus and the writing tutorial, at least section one of the writing tutorial and the whole syllabus, to get yourself up to speed and be ready for the next lesson, which will be obviously next Tuesday, and I should be back for that. My background is about 28 years in the service, some years in industry, civil service or government service, and in academia. So I've kind of covered a lot of ground over time, and that informs how I teach and why I teach. Most importantly, what I think, or it informs what I think is important about this course. Basically, this is a policy course. It's going to be a broad introduction to how things get done in commercial aviation policy. And I think that's important, as you'll find out, because all of you are policymakers now, and in the course of your professional careers and your lives, you're going to make a lot of policy. Policy is no more than a decision to apply resources to accomplish a specific objective. And you're going to do that. You're going to do that in your work. You're going to do it in your business. You're going to do that in your flying careers or aviation careers. You're going to do that in your family, your churches, your towns, and so forth. And I think that's important because it's important to understand that because this is what sets you apart from the average Joe Blow out there, is that you have an ability to make systematic policy and exercise leadership. And that, to me, is what a university education is all about for the student. I basically take the position there are two reasons why universities exist. One is to create a faculty of experts to make their knowledge available to the world at large. And the other one is to produce sequential cohorts of future leaders, professional leaders and cultural leaders, to provide continuity in our culture. So I think what we're doing is important, and it has those two basic aspects of it. This course, therefore, is going to be a broad introduction to how things get done in the aviation world and aviation policy. What are the forces that drive it? What are the forces that shape it? What are the forces that determine the longevity of a particular policy or that unhinge it, either sometimes very soon, sometimes shortly thereafter, and so on. In doing that, it's going to provide you an opportunity to develop several aspects of your professional identity. One, it should give you a better perspective on your aviation world and a broader sense of what all goes into it and what it all entails, and where, depending on where you wind up, where you'll fit in and what you can expect. It should develop your learning skills, your ability to recognize a choice that requires systematic analysis and assessment, and then improve your ability to do that a little bit, and then to communicate your findings, your understanding, your wisdom to others. So you'll get an understanding of the policy process, and you'll develop your communication skills. So I hope you don't mind if I cut this a little short. I don't want to tie you down on this media for very long, but I hope you'll take the time now to go and take a look at the syllabus and at the writing tutorial. The syllabus is important, and it's very detailed. I take it as a personal professional commitment to make sure that no student is ever surprised in this course in terms of what the standards are, what I expect, ranging from attendance policy to what I'm going to expect in terms of your writing when that comes along. You'll find that I'm pretty detailed, probably a little anal sometimes about getting the details across, But that's important to me. I'm determined that you'll never be able to come to me with a legitimate complaint that I didn't prepare you for some point of evaluation in the course. Um, and in taking on this course, if you stay in it, you are taking on some obligations in terms of your professional conduct in the course. I do, for example, expect attendance, and I take roll. And if you miss more than 6 classes, then you leave the course, unless there's a long-term illness or an injury involved. In that case, I'll come to your room or your hospital room and make sure you stay in the course. But I expect you to show up. I expect you to show up ready to work and prepared, just like you would if you're flying. Um, I think that's probably as far as the detail I need to go into. I just picked attendance as one issue, but there are some other issues in terms of things like the honor code and cheating um, and the graded items in the course and so forth. You need to understand how those work. And if you have any questions, by all means, fire me an email or stop by the office and raise them, and we'll take care of it. So with that, I think I'm going to wrap up this presentation and count on you to go do your part and also to do the reading for the next class and show up ready to go. And I think it's going to be a fun course and hopefully one that will broaden your horizons. Thank you.